Let's start with an April overview. Here was my first 2 pages and my second one. As you can see, I didn't really use expense tracker, and I ended up doing a 1 month trying to end addiction of sugar. I changed my weekly layout to a grid form, which helped a lot this month. And now into May. So here is my title page, and I'm showing you everything that I could possibly use, although a lot of this I did not. I only ended up using the 2 washi tapes, pen, the black marker. I didn't even use straight lines or the blue thing. But I am now putting down the purple washi tape. And this washi tape is one I got in Korea with a pack of, I think, like 6 others for like 1,000 won, which is like 80 cents USD. So that's really, really cheap. But there's not a lot of it, and I don't have any markers that quite match the color. So the only marker I can use here is this black one. Now with writing May here, I think I did a pretty good job in the beginning. However, I wish I had started writing it much higher on the page, but there's nothing I can do about that now. And I decided to do a more traditional Bujo layout with it being vertical instead of doing the blocks, because the blocks get really messy. And I tried to bring over the, I'm not sure what you call it when you write the letters not on the same line, but tried to bring that over into writing events. Of course, I do need a block calendar look because I am terrible at figuring out days of the week. Now here is where I really messed up, and I wish I hadn't tried to do the faux calligraphy, because with this marker's ink, as you can see, it doesn't sit well with this paper, and so it ends up looking way messier. And my other Bujo that I had before this, the paper took to the ink much better, so if I did this, it looked pretty nice. But oh well. And since I don't have any markers that coincide with the color of the washi tape, and the washi tape is pretty see-through, I just use that as the highlights for the calendar and for the weekends. Here I am filling out some of the events happening in May, which is mainly just birthdays and midterms for my students. On the next page, I'm going to do my expense tracker. I decided not to use the purple washi tape here because I would really like to use it for the weeklies. I haven't really been using my expense tracker the past 2 months, so I'm hoping to get back into it because I really want to save, because next year I'm living in an apartment. And now for the weekly, in March, this is what I've been doing since like October, but the problem is I ended up not using it whatsoever in a few weeks. So in April I changed the layout because I ended up using it again. I get bored with the layout, so I need to change them. So I wanted to use something that, well, I would use, but the April one ended up leaving too much space on the weekend. Like, I don't have a bajillion and one things to do on the weekend, and it didn't give me enough space to write in weekly notes and events. So what I ended up doing is a 6-piece grid at the bottom 2/3 of the page. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday would be in the same block. And in the top third section, I would write down the week it is in the year, the date, the days of the week so I can keep up with the major events I need, and a little note section. Using this system, anything I did not finish on a previous day, I will draw a little triangle, and if it's not finished, I will leave it open so that I can finish it later on in the week. And I'll just put like an X mark or lines in a different direction to know whether or not I finished it on the day I wrote it down or not. And so here is a look back of my May Plan With Me.